Simpson. And Japan have gone absent without leave. This is Whitmore. Hall and Gale both available. It's still Whitmore. It is the Reggae Boys who take the lead.
Ball chat. Greetings, football lovers. Welcome to Ball Chat Podcast, weekly football show. My name is Benton. Junior, we saw a steely performance from Arsenal to them, along with the family. Junior, what go on, family? How you stay?
Well, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, football is the first day of fall, right? The first day of autumn for those in the northern hemisphere. Those in the southern hemisphere is the first day of spring.
Summer. Is it?
Summer
or spring?
Spring. First day of spring.
It's spring.
So,
spring.
All the foolishness go out this weekend of football, brother.
Yeah, it should be the first day of spring.
Yeah, you talk about gritty performance. A whole heap of stupidness going on in football this week.
Streetwise, Arsenal show they are real deal amid Man City paying Phil McNulty, BBC chief editor, sports editor junior, is what we're leading off with the new images and new things up. By the way, big up yourself because your image looks clean and clear, family.
Yeah, because we want to do the editing for the show with everything is live. But we want to do the shots, I think. I realize it's going to be asleep. So I have to change up some things, man. So I'm back.
All right. Big up to the family. And also big up to all the new subscribers. Big up. Thank you for joining the Ball Chat family. Quite a few people running in. Hopefully this content is something that you're excited about. And remember to turn on the notifications so you can get new content whenever it drops. Today's show we have ballers and bugs. Of course, big up to the family. Dalton, send on your ballers, send on your bugs. Big up yourself, Dalton, Liverpool Nation running in. We have football roundup segment, of course, the matter in the football segment roundup. Arsenal versus Man City. And Mikel Arteta say if I speak, Junior, if I speak.
Shut up your mouth, man.
We have Champions League roundup. We're going to look at Milan derby and AC Milan fans are worried and concerned. They want the coach get fired, Junior.
Big up Fabian. Big up Fabian. Virgin Fabian is our friend Fabian is he's conflicted, man.
The man say he want to say get bug up so the coach get Lego. And we wrap up with Yawd Ballers, Jamaican football. Salute to the family of the referee. Tragic news out of Jamaican football. Discuss reggae girls friendly games coming up. But we're kicking it off as always, family, ballers and bugs. Let's start off with the ballers and bugs. Junior, who do you have ballers of the week, family? Let's kick them off.
My baller for generation that we also lost this week. Mr. Schillaci, Salvador Schillaci. General. Anybody that if you're never born before 1990, if you've watched 1990 World Cup videos, I guarantee you will see a video of Schillaci. He passed away early this week. So, ball off a generation goes out to Schillaci. Hats off to the general. What good, my brother? You realize that heaven have a striker force, the brother.
So, how come you know some money they hell?
Well.
I run out a big side.
We don't know.
Schillaci, big up. I mean, I imply some Schillaci there. But big up. Rest well, General. Yeah, man.
Big time. And I remember that 1990 World Cup. That Italy side was Jano. But Schillaci, rest in peace.
He left a mark. I mean, I remember we play a ball and as youth, every man want to be Schillaci. And the name Schillaci itself is a baller type of name.
Yes. So anytime, around them time, the Nachi Berry they come out to,
Yes.
The Schillaci. When a man bust a goal, you hear Schillaci.
Yeah, man.
So definitely,
Schillaci.
See, ball of a generation to Skillaci. Bayern Munich company, I'm not going to stop saying it until somebody figured out how to stop Bayern Munich. Scored what, 9 goals in the Champions League? The man still a score, but forget how much of scored. They scored that much, I forgot. Yeah. And then turn around and score a bag of goal this weekend again. And also, what was always their Achilles heel is defense. And the jury is still out. But on early returns, I think that Vincent Kompany seems like he has fixed the defensive problems at Bayern Munich. But the jury is still out. So I'm going to give it to Vincent Kompany. You have to give it to Liverpool. Liverpool went flat. I don't care what anybody wants to say about Arne Slot being taken over from a legend. It's going to be hard, blah, 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 but him have a big side. He went through a tumultuous couple of weeks. We wouldn't have fought Liverpool if they had fallen off the rails. But what they did in the midweek in the Champions League and then to follow it up 4 days later, it shows that Slot is ready for the big time. He is ready to be a Liverpool coach. So I give it to Liverpool. You don't know, sir. I have to give it to the Viking, Erling Haaland, the man score mental. I don't care what nobody wants about the game, but I care what Erling Haaland is showing that he is truly immortal. The man has scored a bag of goal. So Erling Haaland, striker of the year. I care 0-1 wants about that. What is that general? Also, was it Preston versus Fulham? How much penalty take? Like 21 penalty?
Yeah, it was significant. 21 or 24 penalties.
Only per penalty.
Yeah, only per penalty. Midweek, Carabao Cup, right?
Yeah. And Preston came out on top. But it was exciting. Good football. And you know, penalty shootout going to super sudden death is always nice. Like that.
Yeah, before I run through some of the comments from the family, big up to our listeners. Before we go over to my ballers, did you drop the image? This week you had an image that you wanted to drop in a Liverpool chat with a ants nest. Did you drop that image in the Liverpool group? Where's the image? Yo, Liverpool fans. Junior had an image. Oh no.
Oh, I will drop it in when the time is right.
Yo, the man say, yo, if I drop this in the Liverpool group, you think so?
Hey, if we didn't drop that image and
yes, it was an image of Robin Hood.
All right. If we drop that image, Dalton I found on some big stone, brother. No.
Big up. Run to some of the comments from the family only.
Yeah, so Dalton said ballers for last week is Forest, and this week is Forest, Aston, and Liverpool. Dalton also didn't get a chance to listen to last week, so I said on the Bugs from last week and this week. Bugs last week is the two Merseyside them. You know, Dalton is a Liverpool fan, so with Liverpool having such a great week, it can just happily forward with that now. El Pistolero said, our family father said, Michael Oliver, a big baller, the one keep Liverpool second. Big up to DJ Johnny. DJ Johnny is the real deal. When they parked the bus, it was like training session for Man City today. BM says, Bug of the week is Michael Oliver. I hate when referees try to be the star of the game. Dalton said the Bugs is City and Neverton. Fabi Francis, the big baller, Dean Henderson. Dean Henderson did have a great game, yes. Registered baller of the week, Nicholas Jackson and Emil Smith Rowe. Sean White says the ref a thief. Big up Sean White. Why? He said to Arsenal under stress. Look out for Sean. Big up what? Garfi. I got no Garfi. What name? Oh my, Mr. Heraldo. Hey, you see anyhow Arsenal didn't win that game to the better. Me backside. Yo, big up Michael Oliver. Michael Oliver saved it from a Heraldo storm. BM says, ball of the week, Erling Haaland. He broke his own record today. Haaland is the first player to score 10 EPL goals in just 5 games. Registered bugs of the week is Everton and Michael Oliver.
Yeah, and big up Reggie because Reggie did say that if Arsenal was victorious this week, boy, the friends couldn't deal with him. So maybe it's another Geraldo Haynes situation regarding Michael Oliver save Reggie's friends from the dealing. Big up to the Arsenal nation. Ballers and Bugs segment, family. Send on your ballers, send on your bugs. Ballers, impressive players of the week. Bugs, unimpressive players. Ballers, just two I want to highlight. Vincent Kompany. Vincent Kompany said something this week. And to paraphrase Vincent Kompany, this really is a profound statement. He said that he was asked a question regarding his belief, regarding commitment to the job and doing the job, etc. And where does he get this sort of belief from? And he says, to paraphrase Vincent Kompany, he says, when someone question you, when someone criticize you, do you stop believing in yourself? Or do you expect me to stop believing in Vincent Kompany? And I think that is profound. So ball of the week to Vincent Kompany. A lot of questions were asked about this promotion to Bayern Munich. But I haven't crowned him yet. But here is an individual who utterly, utmost believe in his task. So big up yourself. Ball of the week, Vincent. Nicholas Jackson. We call you bug, we call you whatever, week in and week out, because last year you play like a bug. But, ball of the week, Nicholas Jackson. 2 excellent goals. The Nicholas Jackson of last year probably would have missed one of those chances. Composed, in front of goal, excellent display. Yes, you probably talk too much. I know you can shut up Obi McKell's podcast, John Obi McKell and the crew over Obi podcast. But ball of the week, Yawd. Go on, do your work. Excellent display scoring those 2 goals. Big up yourself. Bugs of the week, family. Who do you have, Junior?
You don't know Ten Hag. It just we're tired of stupidity. So Ten Hag, Michael Oliver for destroying a game. Trossard for giving Michael Oliver the ability to destroy the game. Both bugs for me. Also, you said Nicholas Jackson is a ball. I'm giving Nicholas Jackson a bug. There's a reason why Nicholas Jackson never get a chance to score his hat-trick. It's because the coach took him off after he ran into, it wasn't Nkunku. Or was it Nkunku? He ran into somebody trying to steal a shot from him.
Yeah, Madueke.
Madueke, yeah. And I think you said in the chat too, you highlighted in our group chat, and I was saying the same thing at the same time. The reason why Chelsea won't reach where their talent should dictate where they reach this year is because of that selfishness. There's a lot of selfishness that happened in that game, even though Chelsea ran rampant and look well. But still, I give a bug of a week to Nicholas Jackson because there seems to be something. What is driving him right now is the need to prove his doubters wrong, but that's not necessarily a great thing if it's manifesting itself in these kind of selfish desires. Still have to put the team first, brother. So that definitely get a bug of the week for me.
Wait, are you not give West Ham a bug of the week?
No?
Yo, West Ham, come on down. Everybody over West Ham get a bug of the week. Except Mohamed Kudus. This is, what is the record? 3 defeats at home at the start of the EPL season.
Holy lose.
Right?
Yeah.
And then Julian Lopetegui have the audacity to show up at the press conference and say, we need to improve. We need to get better. Well, thank you, Captain Obvious. It's not the fact that West Ham lost the game at home. It's the way they lose the game, Junior. Bug of the week. And Lucas Paqueta. Brother, you too much a moody baller. And now we're going to have speculation about gambling and all these things. But Lucas Paqueta, you are too talented a baller for just be so like hot and cold, brother. Bug of the week, man. West Ham, the entire West Ham team gets a bug of the week except Mohamed Kudus. You cannot lay an egg like that against Chelsea. You just did not show up for that football game. All right. You see the coach at Crystal Palace, What name? Oliver Klasner. Oliver Klasner said that based on last year's end to the season, Crystal Palace won 5 games on the road. And he said the expectation is too much this year. He said the fans expect too much this year because they're basing on last year's run. I don't want to hear that from my coach, brother. Bug of the week. If my coach does not believe that we can surpass last year, why am I there? And not only did they invest in the team, they invest heavily in the team. Yes, they lost Olise, who was a baller, but Olise did not play in all those games on the stretch. Oliver Klasner seems to be setting himself already for keep the ball low. Bug of the week, family. All right. Regis says Man City celebrating a draw versus 10-man side like it's a title is loser mentality.
So,
You know
what touch
that one enough.
Well, I'm going to touch it. It's all right. We'll touch it later. Fabi Father said Dixon should get a mention for his performance for Charlton. Yeah, he did score against Charlton as well. So we'll talk about that soon too.
Yeah, he did score in our U21. It's the academy, right? So, because when I saw the score, I thought it was the big side. But it's good to see Dixon getting in.
A goal.
Score a goal. Yep. All right, let's get to the game of the week in the EPL, family. It ended 2-2. Erling Haaland and John Stones for Man City. Ricardo Calafiori with a ratted goal. And of course, man called Gabriel with a header. Yo, that header is so scripted. Big up yourself, Arsenal. Junior, steely performance from Arsenal from my perspective. Your thoughts on the football game?
I agree. And you know what I was happy for? I was happy that Haaland scored that early goal, and Calafiori scored. I'm gonna say he scored a lucky goal. But
so you didn't think it was unintentional? You think he was trying to cross it?
That was a cross. Look, let me tell you something. I'm big up my Uncle David. I'll tell you this story all the time. I say it on Ball Chat. He is the brother who used to teach me, or try to teach me, how to kick a ball and the angle of your foot, like just approach the ball and kick it with the instep and still have the ability to send the ball right, left, or straight. So there's a technique to kicking, like everybody know, like you know, Benton, as a baller as well. When you kicking the ball with the inside of your foot, you're normally putting a spin to spin the ball away, right? The way he took that shot and he kicked it with the inside of his foot, and the way he swung his foot, if he really intended to shoot that way, that is bigger than Ronaldinho's goal versus England, which to this day, you can never convince me that he meant to kick that free kick. And because he would say, I saw Seaman after line. You never do that, right? No, that wasn't intentional.
Yeah, some people are baller, all right? Some people are baller.
All right. Some people are
baller.
Some people is a baller, Benton, but we do it in that moment, in that magnitude of a game, for you to decide that you're going to take the shot like that when it's the perfect half volley. I'm sorry, brother. If all right, because it's Reggie saying I'm insane for saying that Calafiori goal was a pass. That's cool. So let me put it this way: if he meant it, that's one of the greatest goals I've seen live.
It's a wicked goal. It's a absolute
wicked piece of goal, man.
And regardless whether Calafiori meant it or not, it's a ratted goal.
It's a ratted goal. Yes. It's a ratted goal. You know what I feel like? You remember the Roberto Carlos cross what turned a goal? And Roberto Carlos, I swear, say he meant to do that. If say the one when crossed it from like probably about 10 yards from the corner flag. And the man swiping foot on the ball, Ben going at the goal. It's the same. It's the same. Yo, when I see it, I think even Lee Dixon are the color analyst said it. Like, yo, did he really mean to do that?
Yeah, I don't care about no color analyst, brother. The man meant him
no,
good.
but I'm just saying, I don't me alone see it. But what that did for the game was it opened up the game.
Yeah.
Because that game could have went to like a TM 0-0 draw. If Haaland never scored that early goal, if both teams had settled down into a rhythm or a flow, that game could have ended in a draw. And what ended up happening with those early goals, it opened up the game, and we get to see the best of the Premier League go head to head. And then we also get to see why, oh Jesus, sorry, but forget, EPL Referee Association get big bug of the week. Michael Oliver gave that second yellow card to Trossard, right? At 5 seconds before halftime. He gave the second yellow card. You, Benton, put right in the group chat. Yo, give him deserve the second yellow card because it's a stupid tackle, plus he kicked away the ball.
Kicked away the ball, yeah.
He responded and said, Benton, it's not because he kicked away the ball. He got the second yellow card because of the way he trusts himself in our Gundogan or whoever. And the way how Michael Oliver reacted at the time, you could tell by his reaction. I don't even care what he do after that. May I get a second yellow card? That's how I interpreted that second yellow card. Then, after halftime, or towards the end of halftime, Rebecca Lowe came out. She wasn't even on camera. So they got this news, right? And when they got the news, it's almost like the producer said, hey, Rebecca, make them know why Referee Association just released the reason why the second yellow card was given. She said, as we're getting ready to go back to halftime, we just got word from the Referee Association. Trossard's second yellow card actually was not for the bad foul. It was actually for the reaction after the foul to kick away the ball. And then the next thing you hear when the second half starts, the commentator said, yo, we heard that from the VAR ref that the second yellow card was for the bad foul. I don't know what Rebecca's saying. I don't know how the Referee Association is on a different page. And then after that, them say, by the way, Michael Oliver and the VAR is having a horrible game in terms of communication between each other. What the hell? I want to back. If me was an Arsenal fan, Benton, these are the views of Junior and that ball chat. Yo, I carry gasoline go EPL at Referee Association. I have to light a fire, man. Fire have a light.
So is it possible that the commentators heard the exchange between the VAR discussing blah blah blah, say yeah, it's because of a yellow card, and then subsequently the finalized decision or the final decision was that the yellow card was because of the kick away ball.
What kind of discussion is there to be had?
Because I think what the commentators, the match commentators were talking about, correct me if I'm wrong, they said that in their ears, the VAR is saying that because they're listening to the discussion, that second yellow card, that yellow card is for the foul.
And then, so where did the kick away ball come in?
No, so PGMOL, I don't know. I don't know where that come from.
We are objective. We don't have a dog in the fight.
I don't know. Some days I don't even know what is objective.
Yeah, but think about it. We are objective. We don't have any dog in the fight, and we have to sit down and try and make sense out of this. Imagine an Arsenal fan. You have the lead. You took the lead against the mighty Manchester City. You had a world-class finish. You had a great execution of a corner kick, which that is picture perfect. The way they executed the corner, the way how they snuck the defenders and line off Ederson and perfect cross, everything, right? You had the perfect half. And Trossard had a lapse in judgment, but it's a high energy, high emotional game. And you are trying to understand now, to the back of your mind, but I mean, that paint the picture for you. You are the Arsenal fan. You in the back of your mind now said, John, no, Trossard fool up friggin' Ray, your backs. And they know you go here. The foul is the second yellow card is was not for the foul, it was for the kick away. And then you sit down and say, wait. Because if I don't see it the way you saw it, I said, wait. But Oliver blew him whistle, and to me, it wasn't a whole second when Trossard kicked away the ball. He was also in the motion with his back turned to Oliver, running to the ball, and then all kicked away for a throw, right? And Oliver blew his whistle, and now the reason why I'm here because it was because of the kick away. You ever sit down now and say, well, Oliver bad mind. Michael Oliver, obviously the man back is turned to you. He is not going to know you're calling a foul while he's running to the ball. So for you to expect him to stop what he's doing at that time, because look at the screenshot that you have. He has his whistle in his mouth and point and putting him on for point. And Trossard is about to kick away the ball. If it's even a whole second, he blew the whistle. That is not enough time to give a man a second yellow card. And then 2 minutes later, you hear, oh, actually, it wasn't for kick with the ball. It's a bad foul. As an Arsenal fan, you must want to light a fire, Benton. Something is wrong.
Well, all right. Fair enough. And I look at this thing from two perspectives, and the two perspectives I deem that both there were two offenses here that could have warranted a yellow card. The barge in the back, and yes, the standard the referee set, probably don't warrant a yellow card because it might make things go through the game. So the kick away the ball, other players in the ball game kick away the ball and them not give yellow card. All right, because there were evidence of other players kicking away the ball. The only thing I have to say is this, and I know it's a charged game, and I could be wrong the way I look at this. So the only thing I have to say is that, brother, you have this team right where you want them. Just whistleblower, leave the ball alone and settle back, because you are on the verge of going in to a halftime break. It's halftime. And I think that, all right, Arsenal is has pretty much evolved into a team that is a very, very, I don't say feisty, but a very physical team. They want to fight, It's me I deal with, but Arsenal is not no Gattuso type of bad man team. It's me I deal with, Gattuso, and I say that to say this. Say that to say this, that, brother, leave the ball alone and just go back and reset for defense. That is all I'm asking Arsenal to do right now. So just leave the ball alone and reset. On a bad man side. But I think they have a bad man sort of mentality now when they play it, at least today against City. And I've heard Mikel Arteta say this, that sometimes he can let the emotion of the moment get the better of him. And I think that trickles down to the players. Team takes on the personality of the coaches. And sometimes you just need to just chill, brother. You have this team right where you want them. You take these 3 points, because there's no way I think Man City getting a point out of this game 11 versus 11. Because of the way Arsenal was playing. And if you look at even the man advantage, Man City is passing from left to right. No sort of intricacy in terms of breaking or unlocking Arsenal defensively. What Mikel Arteta has shown is that defensively, during the summer, in their pre-season training camps or whatever, they have done a lot of work on the defensive side of the ball game. And now adding in Timber to it, and you have probably two best centre backs in the ball game. So you are built to defend, and you can score a goal on a free kick and hold a lead. So I think in the grand scheme of things, this ball game is like, all right, Man City probably gladly should take the point. gladly take the point from this ball game. Because Arsenal should feel a bit hard done knowing that they should have gotten 3 points here. Junior,
So then,
Man City scored first, at home, and scored a ratted goal, If you look at the dynamics of the ball game, Man City relies heavily on Doku and Savinho for break down those right and left backs. And a lot of what Savinho did was going back inside, playing back the ball to Kyle Walker. He wanted no part of Calafiori. I mean, I say, how now player? How is the objective is to unlock from the right wide position and they can't unlock the people up. So I think Arsenal. And in one sense, Arsenal fans should be upset. But in the grand scheme of things, this is a very valuable point on the road. And yes, I understand the upset part because Michael Oliver decision cost you the ball game to an extent.
But you know that this is kind of signaling the passing or the crossing of the guard.
Yes, changing of the guard. Changing of the guard
because that's going back to what Reggie said. When Reggie said that seeing Man City celebrate a draw versus 10-man Arsenal is a loser mentality. Now, the Pep fans will come and say, yo, yeah, disrespect Pep and Ray. But the reality is Pep is leaving this year. This is his last year at Man City. Very more unlikely. All of these sanctions that are coming down against Man City.
Allegedly coming.
Allegedly coming. All right. The litigations that's going on against Man City, they probably will not look the same next year.
Yes, they probably will not look the same. And there were reports, I don't know if it's true or not, but agents have to evaluate their options, right? Yeah. These players who have representatives, they have to. This Man City won't look the same next year. But the finality of those charges, and sorry for interrupting.
Yeah.
The finality of the decision of the charges, all right, it won't happen anytime soon. Because whatever come out of this ruling, Man City is going to appeal it. And it's going to appeal all the way to CAS.
They can appeal all they want, right? But I think it was the Real Madrid president who came out and said...
no, La Liga president.
La Liga president, sorry.
Yeah, Javier Tabas.
Came out and said, CAS, pretty much saying, CAS gave one a blight, and you guys come back and mess up again. And with Pep leaving, Man City does not have the heritage, the football heritage, that can save them from this. They really don't. So they can plan to appeal all they want. I think this verdict is going to come down swiftly. I don't think they're going to get a death sentence. And if you know about college sports, they have what they call a death sentence. I don't think they will get the death sentence in football. But the changing of the guard is going to be ushered in through this litigation, tied up with Pep's decision to move on and blah, blah, blah. So when Arsenal act the way they act, or when Man City act the way they act, I just get the vibe from the players, the elder statesmen on the team, that this is our last hurrah. This is our last, we're holding on to something now. We're trying to hold on to our heritage this one last year. Next year, we're going to do one do with it. I think that's the reason why they reacted the way they reacted. It's not necessarily losers. It's people that are more in touch with reality and know what is coming and know that Arsenal is for real. Arsenal looked comfortable defending Man City today. Yes, Arsenal have the best centre-back pairing in the world right now, hands down. It's not because of that, though. They prepared to play against a Man City type because they are mirror images of Man City. They are exactly what Man City was before or when Pep forward and right before them start winning. That's where Arsenal is right now. I put it this way. Arsenal to me is Man City when Man City couldn't figure out how to win the Champions League. When Pochettino ran Man City off the field in Champions League, that is where Man City is right now. That's where Arsenal is right now. So I think Man City see the writing on the wall. If Timber can hold off Doku by himself, where Doku look up, and I feel Doku and Savinho, they looked up today and saw red shirts in spaces where Pep is saying, this is where we can exploit. And that's why they had to turn back. Yeah. Those are the things that signal to me that Arsenal is ready for the next step. Now, can they take it? I think it all depends on the coach and his DNA. We can easily say Arteta showing that he can do it, But brother, it's not done until you prove it.
Yeah. I mean, kudos to Arsenal. Big ups to Arsenal. Because even in the Man City likes to pass out of the back. Yes. And you can see the difficulties that Man City had trying to pass out of the back. Because Arsenal deliberately said, okay, we will cut off these passes. Now, yes, the injury to Rodri did have an impact. The lack of having Kevin De Bruyne does make a difference. But out of the 20 teams in this EPL league, if there's one team that can absorb pressure with the talent and the depth that they have, is Man City. Because Man City have two squads, two big sides, basically. All right? So with that Gundogan, the fact that Gundogan couldn't find the ball early, because Bernardo Silva have to come back early, and oftentimes a lot of the ball from a Kyle Walker have to go back to Edison to then send it long. I mean, I don't want to make no broad proclamation because I don't want to salt up Arsenal. But it feels like Arsenal is rightly saying, okay, we are going to rip off this badge off. You know, Louis Culture have this tune about bogus badge.
Bogus badge.
It's not a bogus badge. It's just we're going to rip it off now. And I think Arsenal is right there. Because, again, defensively, Arsenal is just stout.
It comes down to coaching. I really think, and it's not X's and O's. Yeah. Arteta knows how to prepare a team. When you talk about how a team represents a coach's mentality rubs off on a team, right? It's the same thing with the philosophies. And that's why I point out that Arsenal is like Man City when they couldn't win the Champions League. We all knew it was just a matter of time. We sit down and look at Man City and say, all they need is a striker. That's all they need is a striker, right? And what did they do? Go out and get Haaland. The very next year, they win the Champions League. It was just written in the stars. What does Arsenal need right now? A striker. It is uncanny, but can their coach, when they get what they need, will the coach hold his head right and get them over the top? Because there's going to be those games where a coach have to make a certain move here or there just to get your team over the top. There's going to be that game where it's just not working out right. I can make the argument that because Pep Guardiola is Pep Guardiola, he figured out a way to get his team to draw the game today that they probably should have lost. And I don't care if it's 11 versus 10 and Ray. Arsenal looked very comfortable even when they were down to 10 men.
Man. Very comfortable.
So Pep, this is where Pep now show why he's regarded as the best coach in the world right now, is because he still has that ability to impact the game on the sideline. Can Arteta do that when the time comes? Will Arteta be able to take off Partey and use, for argument's sake, Sterling in a moment in a game? Will Arteta have the balls to keep? Because we can sit down and argue now, that yes, Arsenal was comfortable, even though they were down to 10 men. But did Arteta knees buckle when he took off Saka? Did he need to take off? Looking at the game now in revisionist history, did he really need to take off Saka to stymie City that long?
I think so.
right?
I think so.
If you think
I
so.
think it's just a defensive responsibility at that juncture, right? At that stage, you said, you know what, this is our responsibility now. And again, Arsenal, I don't necessarily think Arsenal really needs a striker right now. Because this shows me a team that can score a one goal and can defend a one goal. And they did it last week against Spurs, right? They have designed these, and again, this is the Man City, a big side. So you don't need to do this week in and week out. You know, you're doing this against Man City, and you did this at Man City's home. You see me? I say so those things to me contributed to Arsenal is on the verge of making the next step.
They're on the verge of making
this
step, yes.
To me, they look like they make the step this today.
We'll see.
No. I just hope that Arsenal don't forward and do foolishness, because if you forward next week and lose to Southampton, them say this is foolishness.
But that's why they need a striker, because you can go and play Southampton, or you can go play Fulham in a game in January when it's cold outside and Fulham battling down the hatches right now because they're close to relegation, and they might try stay away from the relegation group, right? And your Arsenal can come out and say, you know what, we're in the top two, with 2 points ahead of City. Fulham a battle down the hedges. We don't need to win this game. The striker that they need is going to be that person who say, you can say what you want to say, no brother, but I have to score. If I am on the field, I have to score. They don't have that player. They don't have that player who say, no, me have to score. So yes, it is easy to get up for Man City. It's easy for the team to play well against a Man City. But go up against a Fulham and make the man them say, yo, I'm all right with a 0-0 draw. Who is the player that they have that will say, you might be cool with holding a clean sheet, but I have to score because I'm here to score a goal. That's what a striker is, and I don't think Arsenal have that.
No, and big up Kofi Paul. Kofi Paul says Man City looking shaky, something all right. Regarding Arsenal, I don't think any Arsenal, and I could be wrong, I don't think any Arsenal player in that 23-man squad right now satisfied with a draw against anybody. And this is a team, all right, you play a ball game, you know how sometimes you play for your team and every year you come close. And so you can't wait for the next season so you can say, no, let's fix this. And I think that's the passion that I see in this Arsenal team. And again, this is not just today's game. Last week again, against Spurs without the big players, they said, look, we will not lose this football game. If we and this is why they've emphasized this corner kick goal now, where they said, okay, use two defenders and seal off a goalkeeper and make sure say Gabriel coming. Yo, everybody and the mother who watch Arsenal knows that this is a set play. So how Pep Guardiola the great know this. And have Doku a guard. Because it's actually 2 goals in the shot score, you know. Gabriel, you know. The first one when he blew past Doku, when he just said, move from beside me. And the second one that he scored, it was Kyle Walker. How in the world, you know, so Gabriel is a man who, this is a set play that Arsenal has utilized. You are a big coach. And you have them man there guard him?
Preparation. It's preparation. And you get a certain look. So this is the difference between full football and NFL football or American football. A coach now can see something brewing and call timeout and say, look out for this, right?
Yeah.
But in your preparation, one of the you trust, if you're doing zonal marking or if you do a combination of zonal and man marking, you trust that you are prepared for certain looks.
Yeah.
Opposite side is if the team knows you're doing zonal and man marking and I get a certain look, here is the trigger. That's why here is America. I probably they do it in Jamaica. I never experienced it in Jamaica. I experienced it playing here, where we had corner routines on my teams. Where if the man put up one hand, it means something. If he put up two fingers, two hands, so it's all about looks.
Yeah.
Now the other side of that is the player on the backside is the one that was really making the calls.
Yeah.
So him put up his hand to the corner kick and say, give with this, give with this, give with this. Right? So things like that, it's preparation. And Arteta I wouldn't say out coach Pep. I would say Arsenal as a whole entity outmaneuvered Man City are they out executed Man City on that play.
Yeah.
It's just execution. You need the perfect cross. That was a perfect cross.
Yeah. But in also another notable thing Mohammed, because we know so we want to go notable point I want to say before we want to touch some other results. Fundamentally upon a corner kick, you know the deal. Take him on them off for your goalkeeper. Nobody not supposed to start boxing your goalkeeper, brother. As a centre back, you're supposed to say, yo, somebody come on from running goalkeeper. And because the ability to keep people off your goalkeeper ensures that your goalkeeper now can clear. Because Gabriel could have take meat and drinks and drink coffee and score the ball. Because that was how much that ball was set right in a plate for him. Normally a goalkeeper who's free and able, the ball is not supposed to go around the saw.
But that is a tactical genius right there.
Yeah, but then as a basic defender, and I play defense, when you depend corner kick, you say, Brethren, take the money off of your goalkeeper.
All right. So let's talk X's and O's now, right? And I guarantee, I'll bet you any money. I didn't look at the video. I didn't really look at the video, but I guarantee the only threat on that corner was Gabriel. Guaranteed.
Was Gabriel.
Arsenal?
Yeah, Gabriel was the only threat. Yes. Yeah, there was no other player. The other players were pretty much creating space for him to get
right.
Get
so they
access.
crowd the keeper.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So if I can remember now. This is all the strategy. If you know as a defender, is saying no, what if you take the man off of the keeper? You have two Man City players around the goalkeeper. If you and another defender go around the goalkeeper, you are adding to the pressure around Ederson. He has no chance of coming after
Fair
life.
enough. But you're pushing them away.
But not only that.
You don't need to go.
Yeah. But not only that though. The other side of it is, because remember, it's preparation. So another team that plays against Arsenal, you know what that team might do in the corner kick if Arsenal give them the same look, the two defenders. I remember the two defenders that are the two big men that came in to block off Ederson. They never do it until right before the kick was made.
Yes, of course you're going to delay it. Yeah, you're going to delay it. Yeah.
So they never saw it coming. But now, if a team now go and say, all right, if you see Gabriel or any defender high up on the 18 and the other two threats are closer up, go around the keeper and start protecting him, right? That might trigger the counter to that, which might be we would normally say a low corner kick to the top of the 18 because now you have no defender up there and a man come in and blast it at an empty goal because the keeper have 4 defenders around him and what that was supposed to defend the 2 defenders coming in for block off the goal, and now the keeper cannot dive at a good shot. So all of those things play into the game, and that might be the reason why City, they might have prepared the fight and say, look, if them try block off Edison, do your best to try to win a foul. But we are going to make sure that we win the header. It's all X's and O's.
Yeah. And who did you decide to try to make the win the header? Doku?
It just worked out that way because
they do have Gabriel and the money I try in a space to attack the ball. So but job well done, Arsenal. Job well done. And I understand Arsenal fans' disappointment in the result. Junior, do you think that Michael Oliver shouldn't ref another game?
He shouldn't ref another big game. Every time they seem to put Michael Oliver on all of these marquee games. and he just cannot avoid the opportunity of influencing the game. He just can't. Just can't. If you just call over Trossard and say, yo, brother, beg you one more chance.
I mean, I give him a yellow card and I'm clear.
Well,
I'm
you see-
giving him a yellow card and clear. Top kick where ball. Bam ball.
Alright.
You already ball to my back and you kick where the ball. And Arsenal fans come at me. Man of the match, David Raya, big up yourself. Excellent display. You was a proper goalkeeper. Excellent saves today, and excellent save in the middle of the week, family. Was outstanding in Champions League for Arsenal. So, job well done for Arsenal. City have work for them. And just to highlight the comments from both coaches, Pep Guardiola said that, you know, well deserved Arsenal, very well deserved. He also said, let me make sure I get the exact comment here from each of the managers. Pep says incredible toil, incredible commitment, and incredible compliment to Arsenal. We did really well. In the end, we were fortunate. 99 points left, plenty left to happen. And Mikel Arteta says, I'm so proud of the team. We played the game in an unbelievable, difficult context. We ended up conceding the goal, but it's already a miracle we played that long with 10 men. Arsenal fans, I will say, should proud of the performance, man.
Yep.
Proud of the performance. All right, other EPL results, family. Make we just get to it. Nottingham Forest, you had quite a few things to say regarding this Nottingham Forest 2-2 draw versus Brighton. You had that issue with the red card, or the second yellow, the one Mr. Gibbs White.
Yeah, and Trossard was dumb in his decision to put himself in that position.
Morgan Gibbs White.
I think Morgan Gibbs White was the opposite. I think it was very unfortunate that he got the second yellow card.
So Trossard was dumb, but Morgan Gibbs White was just
unfortunate. That it was a full-blooded tackle, yes. He went through the player, yes. Came from the side, yes. Referee interpreted it as a foul. I'm going to say he stopped at a foul because Nuno, it happened right in front of the benches. And Nuno was talking to the referee, trying to say, how you calling a foul? That should be a throw-in for us, blah, 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 blah. Brighton's bench seemed hard. I'm not going to lead the witness. Brighton bench jump up and start ball out. The referee, next thing we know, say, all right, come here. Hold a second yellow card and come off of the field. If I am Nuno, ball game cannot play anymore. Because, brother, me and you just attack, and I am trying to get your attention to say, this should be a throw-in. We're not even talking about, you not even look at me and say, wait about throwing. I'm trying to figure out if this is a second yellow card. No, we're talking about whether this should be a throw-in versus your foul. And because them little idiot over there so make so much noise, next thing we know you give him a second yellow card? No, something wrong with that. And football will have to stop playing. And I have a problem with that. The referee was clearly influenced, in my opinion, to give that second yellow card.
Yeah, the referee was influenced. But I honestly believe that if the roles were reversed, if it happened to Forest's bench or Forest's team, Forest's bench would be up in arms the same way.
I agree 100%.
And I think ultimately it's the right call. The yellow card is the right call. This problem about players talk about me touch ball or whatever, it cannot be an excuse. That tackle was a scissors tackle. Him grabbed the brother João Pedro's leg. Come off of the BBC field.
All right, so if you were the referee, you would have get a second yellow card.
Second yellow card and I'm cleared. Hey, Reggie,
all right.
I'll be giving second yellow card.
Well, guess what? The referee of the game wasn't going to give him the second yellow card.
He wasn't. The bench definitely jumped up. The referee wasn't, because he said he motioned ball. He indicated ball or showed the ball.
Right.
But I will say this. If it was a Forest player that got tackled that way, the Forest bench would have been up in arms the same way you're talking about a second yellow card.
True.
So for me, my point is that I don't care if the bench influenced it or not, as long as it's the right call.
True, but then here's where the problem lies now with the referees association.
Yeah.
Wasn't it this year them said I'm gonna get yellow card for people that beg?
That people that beg?
Yes.
Well, the bench got a red. Both coaches got red.
Yeah, but wasn't it this year that they said they're stamping out the
they when players try to demand yellow cards for other players.
So if the referee interpreted that this was a common foul, and I changed my mind because somebody because that's in essence what whole the Brighton team was.
Yeah, but the bench did that.
But you punish the bench rightfully, but then you still turn around and punish the player because you were influenced by the bench. It's just a bad look.
Yeah, it's a bad look. You can't punish both of them.
No, you cannot punish both of them. Because if a player is same thing with a simulation, all right. So what really happened then is a player simulated a dive, right? And you gave the player that simulated the dive a yellow card, but you still call the penalty for the foul. That's what happened.
No, that's not what really happened.
Of course
this player committed, this is not a simulation, he committed a yellow card foul, got away with it, and the referee, the bench of the opposing team, jump up and say, yo, what, go on. And the referee said, you know what? Yeah, if you get a yellow card on them class. And I am also going to give you I think it's only commendable to acknowledge that the referees are humans. The referee made a mistake and say, yo, when we rewatch that in my mind, if you get a yellow card, there's no rule in that against giving the yellow card and correcting the card. Do you agree it was a yellow cardable offense?
There's no rule against that. So,
no, but do you agree it was a yellow cardable offense?
I am not fighting that he got the yellow card. I'm not going to say I agree with it.
Okay.
But if a ref give it, me not fight it. Right. I won't fight it.
You see, this is where we disagree. Because a straight yellow card that you get. Because of the nature of the tackle.
Okay.
And to me, it wasn't even borderline. This thing about me touch the ball is not an excuse. You scissors tackle the brother. So we're punishing the guy that committed the offense rightfully. Yes. We are also punishing the people that made you know that you corrected you made a mistake. So yes. Okay. So that is ego now. That's where we're going with this thing now. That you're right, but you feel disrespected because you tell me some rock. Come on, But how did you try to correct the referee? Maybe you tell the referee about his mother when you jump up off a bench to correct him.
But how else? All right. So fair enough.
We don't know why the Brighton coach got a red card.
But put yourself in the mind of the coach now. How many times have we seen mistakes like these happen and it never get corrected, and the coach is speaking to the fourth referee, the fourth official, and to no avail, and then at the end of the day, them come back and say, we did make a mistake, but we can't change it now. So maybe Brighton coach might say, you know what, this is a deserved red. I will take the red fight.
Yeah, if that's red on, I'm glad.
All right. Well,
you notice the Brighton coach actually went on the field.
That's why he got the red.
Yeah, because he actually entered the field of play.
Yeah, so he gave them a chance to think about what was done.
All right, other EPL results, family. We can run through them quickly. Of course, Brighton 2-2 with Forest, Man City 2-2 with Arsenal. Notably, Man City's ladies and Arsenal ladies also drew 2-2. So I don't know. Maybe something cook up or go on over there. So Chelsea batter Bruce, West Ham 3-0. Aston Villa again coming from behind. Junior 3-1 victory over Wolves. Fulham 3-1 over Newcastle. Want to hear your thoughts on Eddie Howe in a second. Leicester City
done.
1-1 with Everton. Liverpool. This game is 3-0 for Liverpool, but it wasn't a clear-cut Liverpool 3-0 victory. Bournemouth was excellent in this football game. Southampton 1-1 with Ipswich. Spurs 3-1, much-needed victory over Brentford. And Bug Manchester United drew 0-0 with Crystal Palace. Junior, notable results. Fulham. ML Smith Rowe and Fulham fix up Newcastle at Craven Cottage. There's a report out there that the director of football at Newcastle, I think his name Mitchell, Mr. Mitchell, said, to paraphrase, Mr. Mitchell said that some of the transfers that they have made, or the team has made, he just took over the position recently, is not in the best interest of the club. Now, Coach Eddie Howe came out and said, yo, my transfers, them are big transfers. And they are beneficial to the club. To paraphrase Eddie Howe's comment.
Right.
Eddie Howe and Director of Football, Mr. Mitchell, have not spoken in 9 days. And Eddie Howe said, yo, yeah, the money, I'm not talk. Junior, do you see this as a problem in Fulham backroom structure?
Of course, and for all those who are not aware, the director of football that left Newcastle, I think, was Dan Ashworth. And Dan Ashworth left Newcastle and went to Manchester United now in a similar role. Okay. So this new director of, and that was Dan Ashworth, where Ineos had to pry away from Newcastle. Yeah. Right? Yes, and I think this is Dan Ashworth that was at Brighton.
Yes, he has a good track record.
Right. So this new director of football come in now and want to take Newcastle in a different direction. That's all this is right now. And guess what? Eddie Howe is not his coach. So you ask if it's a problem. Eddie Howe is a walking duck right now. Him done.
Paul Mitchell is the new director. Yeah.
Yeah, Paul Mitchell. So he's done. It's just a matter of time before Allegri come in or even no, it can't be Potter. Potter, that Ashford, no. But it's a matter of time before they move on.
Should Darren Eales, the president, former Atlanta United president, shouldn't he, like he's both of their bosses, shouldn't he call them in and say, Brethren, cut out the foolishness, aka kill the nonsense, and let's get on with the task of trying to win football games?
No, because Darren Eales also wants to go in a different direction. It's obvious. If he didn't want to go into a different direction, he would have brought in a Dan Ashworth clone.
Okay.
The fact that he didn't bring in a Dan Ashworth clone and bring in somebody that will publicly say that the direction of the club is wrong, because when you say the transfers that came in is not suitable, you're pretty much saying the direction the club is heading.
Yeah, direction is wrong, yeah.
So if during the interview, what could he have said in the interview that make him get hired? That Darren Eales will say, you know what? You are the right man for the job. He must have said the direction of the club is not right. Here's the proof. So, like I said, Eddie Howe, you're a dead man walking. The only thing saving Eddie Howe is either winning the FA Cup or winning Premier. I don't even think qualifying for top 4 saves Eddie Howe.
Yeah. Junior, before we leave this football game, ML Smith Rowe, the youth seem to have found new life at Fulham. Started off hot like fire. And, he might play some serious ball game.
Let's give the honeymoon period time to wear off, though, because he's still trying to prove Arsenal wrong. Let him second off first.
Other notable results you want to highlight from this weekend's play? You know what? Big up Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz played some serious football this week. 2 goals. Luis Diaz and a beautiful goal from Darwin Núñez. Junior, slot ball seems to be back.
Yeah, but broken clock right twice a day, so whatever on Darwin Núñez.
Yeah, but I don't know why Luis Diaz got benched in the middle of the week in the Champions League. You know, but it seems like he played like a man possessed. Let me
proved
ask you
himself.
this. Mohamed Salah. Federico Chiesa is now available. He's getting minutes for Liverpool. Do you at some point tell Mohamed Salah to come stand up on the bench and give Federico once Chiesa gets up and running?
You,
And the reason being is that no man no bigger than the team. And Mohamed Salah, he seems a little bit off. And yes, he did have a beautiful assist on the Darwin Núñez goal. Now, granted, Mohamed Salah has been playing at a very high level, right, and been doing outstanding things for Liverpool.
I guess I have to be that guy right now. And you know I have no problem being that guy, right? This is the same Mohamed Salah that came out after beating Manchester United, running Manchester United out the field, and pretty much said that he doesn't feel appreciated, right? He was told. It's obvious now. Remember at the time we were talking about does the board talk to him? Does the coaches talk to him? What does he mean by this? Why would he say this now? Remember?
Yeah, I recall the comment. Yeah. Yeah, this was regarding his contract, right? The club
Right.
hasn't spoken to him, yeah.
Maybe he was told behind closed doors that we're going to start working Chiesa when Chiesa. You
By
know?
the time Chiesa wasn't there, was he?
I think he was already signed, of course.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. It was very close. I am willing to argue that they looked at him and said, time has come for us to transition. And that's why he came out and pretty much signaled like he didn't feel appreciated. He want his swan song. He wants his going away party, in essence. You don't see smoke without fire. So watch your space. To answer your question, is the time not? Yes, the time is now. Yes, and he might be on the way to seeing minutes getting shared. Let me just put it that way.
I mean, and a part of me also think that, and maybe this is overreacting, you know, Mohamed Salah has been so good for Liverpool. Just make him man retire a Liverpool player. Just, you know, extend his contract. Maybe do one more year and an option for a third year, a second year, and then just, you know, see where it goes, because Mohamed Salah is a special player. Now, granted, sometimes him get caught up in them look selfish ways, and it can be a problem. But ultimately, as you go into the season, especially next year, if he decides to stay or you decide to keep him, you cannot rely on him to play at the clip that he's been playing at.
Right.
You know? Other results you want to highlight, family, before we let go from the EPL?
The one result I want to highlight, Everton versus Leicester. Everton, again, cannot maintain a lead. This is Sean Dyche football. How can you take a lead and not maintain it? Something isn't right, and it's over. I think it's over.
All right. EPL table, early days, just looking at the EPL table. Man City remains unbeaten. Arsenal remains unbeaten. Arsenal, of course, dropped 2 points. And, Brighton unbeaten too. Rastafari.
Yeah,
Nottingham Forest unbeaten. So many unbeaten teams in the EPL.
But like you said, early days.
Yeah?
Like you said, early days.
Yeah, early days. Man City, Arsenal, Brighton, and Nottingham Forest remains unbeaten in the EPL. Junior, Wolverhampton, Gary O'Neill and family have a lot of work to do with this football club.
Yeah. They've lost their identity. They've lost their... They still struggled after post Nuno. They really have. Not saying that Nuno had them at the heights of heights, but it shows it's very difficult to transition a team, especially transition the playing style, from one to another. It's very hard to find that balance, and I think they are suffering from that. West Ham is suffering from that as well.
And I want to ask you this about West Ham before we move away. West Ham's former manager David Moyes was on Bean Sports. Bean Sports also, I'm doing color commentary. And he was asked about the club and the game against Chelsea. He says, you know what? He was pretty ticked off. And to be fair, he said that this is too lackadaisical. It's too lousy at this player. He said, historically, West Ham has done well against Chelsea in this derby at home. He says at Stamford Bridge is a different scenario, but at home they have done well. Now, with that backdrop, Junior, do you think that Julian Lopetegui is on the hot seat, family?
No, too early. It's the first season. I mean, no, he's not. He's not on the hot seat, but it's not. It's also not the coolest seat in the world. And I think players are more on the hot seat than the coach. If you remember, I think the third goal, the Cole Palmer goal.
Yeah.
Look at that video again and look at how Paqueta.
Yeah, just
look at him running back.
Yeah.
That right there, when they're doing video review, is not going to be a nice feeling. It won't be a nice feeling. So I think players will be taking the task more before Lopetegui.
Chelsea, one leg up, but we cannot leave without mentioning Chelsea. I mean, Chelsea is doing some good things. They've lost the first game against Man City, but since then, won 3 games, drew 1. Junior, it looks like the Maresca message, Enzo Maresca. And big up to Moises Caicedo. Excellent football game, excellent display in that game against West Ham. Chelsea seems to be heading in the right direction.
In results, but there are still things in the playing that need to be fixed out. But in the results, yes.
Yeah, but I mean, what more you want? No, it's a result business.
Eventually, it will catch up to you.
Yeah.
So enjoy the purple patch, come on, and Chelsea people. But eventually, it will catch up to you. We cannot still have selfish moments in games and think that they are going to win game 3-0. No, that's how this thing works. It's going to catch up.
All right. Continue our football roundup and touch some other football news. Milan derby, family. We watched this game. Inter was looking for their 7th victory on the chart. Paulo Fonseca, Milan's coach, was on the hot seat. Much needed victory, 2-1 victory for AC Milan, Junior.
Yeah, it's a very good victory. It's a total victory, complete victory. That's a very good game. If you like tactical football, it's a very good game. But you know, it's still one of the nicest Milan derbies game I've ever watched, though. Especially with Milan, I think the AC Milan has lost the last 6 derbies.
Yeah. They were on the verge of losing well, if they had lost this game, it would have been the 7th.
7 in a row.
Yeah.
And Inter just looked like to me like they were just okay with giving it up. The all-time Inter versus AC Milan derby games never play like that. It was very tactical, and it was a very fun game. Let me just put it that way. And I was expecting some cold-blooded challenges, and I never see any.
Any Milan fans still waiting for Rafael Leao to step forward and lead this team. Christian Pulisic seems to be the man doing the job. Junior, is this too much for this Rafael Leao brother to lead this football team?
It's a Portuguese thing, and I think.
Wait, the entire Portuguese. What do you mean Portuguese team?
I really think this is the negative effect of Cristiano Ronaldo being Portuguese. Nani suffered from the weight of expectations. My boy at Chelsea right now, that everybody ran down from day one, suffered from the name, I can't remember his name right now. He that brother name. He used to play for Atletico Madrid.
What?
Portuguese brother, man.
He currently plays for Atletico Madrid.
Used to play for and play for Chelsea right now. It's that bad that I forget his
Oh,
name.
João Felix.
João Felix. Rafael Leo is João Felix 2.0. Everybody's expecting this great step up. Look, at some point, we have to stop calling Rafael Leo a young player. He's 25 years old. He is who he is. He's not going to get any better. This is where he is. He's not going to find any new patch of development. If he was 19 playing the way he is, okay, give him room to develop. If he's 25 playing the way he is, nah, dog, this is who you are. You are who you are.
But can we agree that Christian Pulisic is a good fit for this football team? He has found a home.
Yes, he has. He has found a home. And the team was patient enough to build around him. But they are built around him. No doubt about it.
But
yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, they accent the way he plays.
Yeah.
So his faults don't show up as much.
One I notable in Samuel Chukwueze. I tend to forget this player, Junior. Samuel Chukwueze. I mean, when he was at Villarreal, high regarded. A player who was on the cusp of something really special. In fact, I think Manchester United was in the running for Samuel Chukwueze. And look at the man. They end up at AC Milan at one bench, brother.
Yeah. And remember Moses Keane?
Oh, yeah, from him started the fishery drop off.
No, but it's the same thing. It's like we give these young players the weight of expectation before they develop. And give them room to develop. Not everybody going to be Ronaldo. Not everybody going to be Messi. You're not going to find the next Ronaldo tomorrow or the next Messi tomorrow. Let the players develop and become who they are, and then we talk about who they are.
Man,
Felix
that
is
Villarreal team with Samuel Chukwueze and it was Eddie Cambe.
Yeah, Eddie Cambe, yeah.
Man, them boys were running.
Yep.
I think as it pertains to Moses Keane, I just hype. Moses Keane never really hit those expectations. Whereas I think that Samuel Chukwueze hit those expectations at Villarreal. It's just now that once he moved on to a bigger club, it just never happened.
Top out. He tapped out. You see, development and potential is not something that you can grow. You either have it or you don't. So you cannot extend somebody's potential. And it's very difficult because nobody has a crystal ball to say, here is your potential, right? You can develop into who you will be, but I don't believe you can extend your potential. And that's one of the problems in world football and crowning these young players. Hendrick is now going through that.
Hendrick will reach there?
Yeah, we'll see.
The funny thing today, I walked lyrically about Samuel Chukwueze, and I'm looking at the stats. Yeah, the man never scored more than 10 goals in one La Liga season yet.
Exactly. But the rhetoric pushed him up as a 15, 20 goal a year. Oh, that's how this thing works, brother.
All right, no to La Liga, but as it pertains to Inter Milan, before we leave this football game, Inter Milan has been giving up goals late in football games, and they did the same thing with Monza. They did it in another game. Simeone, Inzaghi, and Inter Milan have work to do, especially late in football. You cannot give up goal to bug side, and I'm not saying AC Milan is a bug side, but teams like Monza, you cannot give up a goal late to Monza, to those teams in the 88th minute. No, sir. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of Hendrick and Real Madrid family, Carlo Ancelotti had to come out this week and said, "Yo, Hendrick has to wait his turn." I will pull up the exact quote here in a few minutes. But Junior,
Amate. Kama.
but do you think that there is trouble in Real Madrid?
Of course.
And what do you see as the problem?
The problem is we have Real Madrid is super talented, but they're also super young. It shows the influence that Kimmich and Modric had, right? You have a bunch of young and proven players, and now you're hoping that they all can mature at the same time. And it's a difficult ask. It's a tough ask because you don't get mature players coming up that quickly. And again, it shows the influence that a Kimmich and a Modric had and how they papered over the cracks. And it's so unfortunate because I'm a bit that guy and say it. It's just a matter of time before you're here. This is what happens when you have a bag of black people that play for Real Madrid. It's a matter of time. We can tell that.
Say that, you know.
It is a matter of time, Benton. It's a matter of time. A matter of time. Don't say it. It's a matter of time.
He says, Ancelotti says, I am not being unfair with Hendrick. He says there are Mbappe, Rodrigo, and Vinicius. He needs to be patient, calmer, patience. He's very good. Hendrick and Hendrick people, our people in Hendrick's circle, put out, there's some talk that Hendrick is unhappy with the amount of minutes that he's getting at Real Madrid. Junior, you saw this penalty situation that Real Madrid picked up where Hendrick, the ball looked like it went out, but that's for another thing. And you basically said that the level of interaction from teammates illustrate or outline that there's something wrong with this football club. Talk to me, Wagwan. What you asking?
Look at the video again, and for those who don't see, look at there's a camera angle with a fan that was on that side where the penalty occurred. So he had the angle where Hendrick got fouled, and the Real Madrid players and how they reacted. And the person that I really want to point out the most is Mbappe. Mbappe just walk over, take the ball from somebody and walk with the penalty spot. He had nothing to do with it. Nothing. Look at the video.
Here, drag. Call the foul early and just keep it moving.
Yeah, but like I said, that's for another day though. There's another angle. The one with the other post in the chat. That's from the stands.
Okay, that's from the stands. Okay.
You would saw the like right beside Hendrick, to the right of Hendrick.
Yeah.
You saw how the Real Madrid players react. They did not care. They just walk, and Mbappe, couple of them walk over and like, yeah, high five, good. But Mbappe walked over, took the ball from another player, and just walked to the spot. So yes, there's a lot of cracks.
Yeah, so here it is, the one from the angle that you're talking about. And big up to Oraku Amafo for posting this. So this is when the penalty is given. And they didn't, none of these. Is it fair though for Hendrick to want more playing time, Junior? I mean,
all right. Let me also be that guy. I big up BM. BM says Hendrick, aka Brazilian Whisper, is doing well considering he doesn't get more than 10 minutes in a game, and that's cool. But if I was Hendrick's cousin, brother, father, best friend, acquaintance, and I said, brother, leave your girl. Broke up with that woman and go find somebody your age and go relax. That would be my first thing.
What?
This
weird.
Yes.
Weird.
Yes. This Hendrick camp feels feminine. And this notion about, oh, you know, they did a contract together and they will have to pay each other if they disrespect each other. That's female talk.
Junior, it seems like you're going down a deep path here, buddy.
I am being that guy. I am being that guy.
Hendrick is perfectly happy with the deal that he made with this lovely young lady.
And that's cool. But you have a deal with Real Madrid as well. And if the deal with Real Madrid is being hampered by the deal with the young lady, you have to make a decision. And I would suggest you find somebody that understands your professional life. Because this I should be playing more is the reason why they reacted to him the way they reacted. Things that you hear publicly, imagine what is going on privately. If Carlo Ancelotti have to come out and publicly say Hendrick needs to calm down, that tells me that Carlo Ancelotti either cannot speak to Hendrick privately, where he feels like he's confident enough that he's getting through to him, or he's speaking to people that is not a part of the locker room, so he have to speak to them publicly. Like, when I shut the hell up and leave me, let me coach my side. And who could he be talking to? I don't think it's his father or his mother or his family that love football. Because if the youth grew up loving football and turn a baller like this, his family love and know and understand football. It must be his woman. I'm sorry.
I mean, and those are the views of Junior and not necessarily
those are the views of every man will listen. Even you believe it mental, but you got a friend that don't want them. I don't care.
Junior, but also regarding Real Madrid starting 11, there are those who believe that Jude Bellingham should move deeper into that Toni Kroos role in this midfield. Jude Bellingham scored a bag of goals last year, and it seems like that successful year in the attacking front makes Jude Bellingham wants to play that position more. So now you run into a problem where either somebody has to sit on the bench.
Yeah, but then is Carlo Ancelotti a big coach or he's a waste man coach?
Ancelotti is a general.
So if Ancelotti is a general and Bellingham is playing a way that we interpret that is not good, it must be Ancelotti that tell him to play that way. We can't have it. We can't have it both ways.
But all right, so you notice in this game he also played Modric because he still needs that 10. Tushimeni was not involved.
Right.
Tushimeni wasn't available. So when Tushimeni is available, and of course Camavinga wasn't available, so you're back to the same problem again.
No, but when I was going to bring up Camavinga. When Camavinga, we don't know. We have no idea. Carlo can have a vision in mind that we sit down and say, boy, I don't understand why Bellingham doing this. The way when I watch the game, I think Bellingham runs into spaces that is impeding Mbappe, right?
Yes, he's running into space where Mbappe is.
That's what our eyes, my eyes, your eyes tell you that. Carlo eyes might be saying, Mbappe, you are the new player. You need to forward in and learn how to play off these spaces. That's another perspective. So if Carlo is a big coach, we have to judge that he is the one that's telling Bellingham play this way. So let's see how it works out. What Carlo cannot control is the Vinny, Rodrigo, Mbappe, Hendrick, and Bellingham dynamic. When Bellingham had to come out this week and say, we are all good, we don't know what the papers are saying, somebody is spreading lies and rumors, and then right after that, Carlo have to come out and say, this someone I need to calm down. They are bursting at the seams.
Yes. All right. BM says Jude is more of an attacking and creative midfielder, not deep line playmaker. All right.
I agree. He is a Pogba type.
Didn't he play deep line at Dortmund?
No.
Because he wasn't crashing towards goal like he did last year at Real Madrid.
You know why he wasn't crashing towards goal?
Yes, because they had a striker in the place.
No. Dartman played counter-attacking football.
No, but there was a striker in place at Dartmouth when he was
Yeah,
there.
but they played counter-attacking football.
No, but
and Bellingham, all right, so forget about the striker.
yeah, tell the spreader stuff to go back deep and
Hold on. Let me ask you a question.
yes.
Who was that Dartman that could pick up the ball from the 18 and transition it up front? Other than Bellingham. That's what he did well at. That's why you are saying he did this at Dartmouth.
Yes.
Who is the player that could do what Bellingham did? Other than Bellingham at Dartmouth? Nobody. None. That's what made Bellingham great. Right? That's what made Real Madrid say, I want this. But if I put Bellingham amongst Tuchemene, Valverde, Luka Modric, Camavinga, why Bellingham? Why you back here? Rudiger is high stepping and running up and go play striker sometime. Bellingham, why the hell are you back here? Brother, go score.
No, because he scored
the
goals
best.
last year in this position, so now he thinks I'm a striker.
No, that's the way he's deployed. It's just because Madrid never have a striker last
Junior,
year.
they have a striker this year. Why would they deploy him to attack the same space?
All right, but Mbappe is best served coming off the wing.
And you have another man on the wing.
So that's why they're unbalanced.
So, all right. So you are telling me
up.
that you sacrifice your big money transfer to keep Bellingham happy when he can go back and play beside Tuchemene?
But he doesn't have to play beside Tuchemene or Valverde. You have 80% of the ball. The team you're playing against is bunkered down. You go up there and do it. When this was shy, what happened to Bayern Munich last year? Why Tuchel is not coaching anymore is because Bayern Munich refused to play defense. Right? A team could drive a car right down the middle of Bayern Munich. When Real Madrid play against Barcelona, because Barca is a serious side this year. Let's see how Bellingham plays.
Fair enough. Let's see how that ball game goes.
Because if Bellingham go beside Mbappe versus Barcelona, they might get 6. We can tell you that right now. If Bellingham run up against Mbappe versus Bayern Munich, they might get about 12. Different ball game.
You know what Carlo Ancelotti will do? Will just take him off, I feel.
That's why Carlo is a big coach.
I mean,
it is not like Eric Ten Hag will have Manu play good and Bruno do chop in this and Bruno play 90 minutes and he take off Xerxes.
Mbappe isn't a natural 9. I agree with Junior. The team is unbalanced. Yes, Mbappe is not a natural 9. We know that. But at the same time, this is where the manager is playing him in a 9 position. Right?
No, he's been deployed as a 9.
He's deployed as a 9, but he's not fixed.
You're very fluid.
He's not fixed. He can move around to the left, sometimes him drift to the right. Now, the problem is that is when your big baller, Jude Bellingham, decides, say, yo, I scored 20 goals last year. I'm going to crash into this space.
You are assuming that's the mentality. I just got your bad mind. Just got your bad mind.
I mean, for Real Madrid to be competitive, and we want the best for Real Madrid, is that somebody have to give. Something have to give.
Your bad mind.
Do you agree that something have to give?
Yes, something have to give, yes.
Something have to give. Because Mbappe is not going anywhere. I guess Vinicius might go then. I called it from last. Yes, you did say Vinicius. You did say Vinicius. And apparently Vinicius is not on his best behavior according to reports. But it's foolishness.
And you know what though? Let me put up this Benton. Can you know the internet stay, right? This means I am married. And I got married in Georgia. That's why I'm saying I got married in Georgia. So Georgia don't play a certain thing.
All right.
So I don't know something about woman, right?
Fair enough.
So nobody come COVID out. But you know what? Real Madrid needs to get rid of Kim Kardashian too. She needs to come out and come out of Real Madrid business. Kim Kardashian with her son.
Yeah, and the whole I want to fans are bad man, Kim, I want to forget the bug of the week.
How about a Real Madrid business?
Real Madrid is football royalty. The man them will figure it out. The man them will figure it out. Big coach, as we say, Carlo Ancelotti is ultimately the right man for this job. If there's any manager who can deal with this foolishness, it's Carlo Ancelotti.
We hope.
It's Carlo Ancelotti. Speaking of teams that has been outstanding so far in La Liga, Junior, we can't go around it and not touch Football Club Barcelona. We can't go around it. Of course, Ter Stegen picked up an injury. We don't know how long he's gonna be out for. But Football Club Barcelona has been absolutely outstanding in La Liga. And Junior, talk to me about this Yamal, this youth, Lamine Yamal, is a baller.
Yeah, and Coach Hansi Flick is seems to be the right man to help this youth transition to real stardom. Requiring him to play with discipline. You are seeing the German influence, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And Yamal. Right. Him not playing like a Lego beast. So just go out there and just play with your pure talent. There is rigidity around his output, and I think that is making him better.
Coffee says Real Madrid have a high level of estrogen. and BM says, who is Kim with Real Madrid? Well, me see Kim and Jude Bellingham take pictures.
And there's rumors that she really fancies Jude Bellingham despite of the age difference. She really enjoys his company, and the kids enjoy his company.
And this is why I get to him head, because him thinks I'm a star.
Yeah, hey, what if the man scored so much goal last year, mentally? Anybody want to sing some more ball in our net?
Yeah, but Barcelona have had a rough week in Champions League. Junior, we have to touch Champions League. Your thoughts on the new format of Champions League, and brother, could you keep up with all these games this week?
No, but I don't mean it's like a regular Champions League Tuesday, to be honest. So it's not like it was more games, but is the league format, like you said last week, we will see how we take to this. The players, I think the league format is what scared the players when they talk about too many games, because there's no knockout round and or there's no first round and top two go through. Now you have more games, and now there's more pressure on the games. But then you had basically the players are saying, but then if you're not in the group of that, if you are in the top two teams, you know you have 4 match days where you have an easier game. But now we end up playing possibly high pressure games continuously. That's a problem. So we will see. The jury's still out though. It's too early to call anything. But for the games that played, I don't think there was much difference than a regular Champions League Tuesday, to be honest.
And just to remind listeners, the top 8 seeds, top 8 teams will automatically go to the round of 16, then 9 through whatever going to playoffs, 9 through 24 going to playoff, and you know the top 9 through 16 will be seeded or something like that.
Right.
You know, Bayern Munich is on top. Of course, Bayern Munich scored a bag of goals. I wanted to ask you this though. Rodri said something about the players might go on strike or something. They're close to striking.
Yeah.
Pep Guardiola says that the players have to be the one to then influence or make a dent or a change in this enormous or heavy schedule. Do you put any serious thought? You take any other stock serious about strike or?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course, because the writing is on the wall that the money structure is going to change. Remember, I'm going to pat myself on the back. I told you 2 years ago that Mbappe was going to be the last big money transfer. You're not going to see any more 100 million ballers. And after that, you're not going to see the high contracts anymore. And then couple that now with the changing in the format, the players that were so used to living luxurious lives, playing a certain number of games, is now seeing that they are going to be playing possibly more games with less luxury. And all while the organization and corporations make more money. This is what I'm balling about, and there is just a precursor. Is a train wreck we see coming, and prepare for strike. The problem is though, football is so global. It is not like the NBA or NFL. You cannot strike. So like Chelsea or Man City cannot organize the English Premier League teams to strike against UEFA. Because EPL will say, but you still have to play the EPL games. So why bother strike? And if you strike against UEFA, how are you going to convince the Italian teams that they need to strike? How are you convince the Spanish teams that they need to strike? And good luck telling the Eredivisie or the other leagues them that only have one team qualifying for the Champions League. Good luck convincing them to strike when them now can say this is an opportunity for instead of one team's qualify, make 4 teams from my league qualify. So it's going to be very hard to organize the strike, but it is coming. And you never look. I will make another bold prediction. This is an opportunity for African football to organize themselves and capitalize on some TV markets. This is an opportunity because I can see the players winning some form of compromise, and then TV markets have money to spend. I can see this coming. So as a possibility. So this is an opportunity for MLS, CONCACAF, Brazilian League, Argentina.
We're talking about real leagues. MLS is not.
But that is the thing. The definition of a real league. This is an opportunity for other teams, other leagues now to capitalize on these players' happiness.
So the players, they are a member, at least to my understanding. A lot of the players are a member of FIPRO, which is it's a global union, to my understanding. So the congested, the schedule is getting a bit sticky. And I mean, these are the people that are actually doing the day in and day out grind, right? They are the ones who are attending the practices, they're playing the games, blah, blah, blah. FIFA organized a massive global tournament next year, the Club World Cup, in a different format. And this is going to be something as a precursor for the World Cup hosted here in the States. If I expect a lot of the big ballers to say, you know what, I'm playing at this tournament. The Rodri, the players who said, you know what, the KDB, KDB said something at the end of this transfer window. He said something like, you know what, regarding Saudi Arabia football. He said, this is a lot of money, and it's hard to ignore that amount of money for the amount of ball game we are playing. And so Saudi Arabian League that has the start level of investment and the lucrative draw will probably lure some of these players who want to get away from this heavy schedule, plus them going to get more money.
But then how many national teams will be like Netherlands or won't be like Netherlands? Football, world football can end up like West Indies cricket. I mean, players go to IPL because of money.
Yeah. I mean, it could. I mean, if Ivan Toney, look at Ivan Toney's contract, for example. I think Ivan Toney's contract, or look at the Victor Osimhen's contract, for example. Chelsea was offering him, I think, close to £180,000 a week, but that amount was being taxed. So, he says he gets £100,000 or 100 and something £1,000 a week. Whereas if he had gone to Saudi Arabia, the reported offer They were offering him £400,000 a week and no tax.
But and true, and I get where you're going with it. But remember, we've seen this story before. Chinese league, and it couldn't sustain.
Yeah, so that would be ultimately the big thing, right? I mean, but the level of investment that have we seen it to this magnitude that we're seeing in the Saudi Arabia league? Because some serious money them appear out. I don't know if the Chinese league was this level.
No, because the Chinese money run different than the Isle money.
Yeah.
So and it's just a matter of time. There's a reason why the Saudi league is trying to get into the Champions League, you know.
Yeah, there's a reason why they're trying to sign an MOU. I mean, because of course that's another lucrative venue for them. Right?
They have to recoup the money. ESPN did not bite the bait.
Yeah.
So they need to recoup the money, and let's see how long the Isle money. And good luck if Tesla becomes the vehicle of choice for everybody. Like good luck if electric vehicles take over. So it's too much riding on this.
But the new format of this Club World Cup, this could be beneficial for the Saudi League.
It could be beneficial for teams too, because if I am Man City and I'm going to the Club World Cup, I'm not bringing my top side. Bring my academy team.
Yeah, but from a financial perspective, you're talking about recouping some of the money, right? The idea that
yeah.
if you have a Club World Cup where you're bringing in Real Madrid, Man City, it's almost akin to Champions League, and you're bringing other big clubs from. So whereas the current format of the Club World Cup, you send the champions of UEFA, your champions of South America, and you don't know how the final will go now. It's not even so, but now you're bringing multiple teams from UEFA, you're bringing multiple teams from such and such. So, but let's see. The players are definitely concerned about their health, and rightfully so, because the management but again, the owners of the clubs who sign the players to a contract, they are the ones who are negotiating these schedules. A part of the UEFA league. I mean, they are the president. So what? So the president and leadership at Man City, them now have discussion with their players about the schedule, and so when them go a UEFA meeting with the executives, them not say the schedule too crazy.
Your boss talk to you about working from home schedule and
the boss, Junior.
Oh, sorry. Do you think normal? Not even normal. Do you think anybody who is the boss? You are the boss. You talk to your subordinates about?
Yes. We talk about their well-being because one.
All right, sorry. Do you care about their well-being?
Yes.
Or you just
good companies do.
Get that the eyes and crossing the T's.
Good company.
Because yo, Mr. Benton, I look, my wife leave me. I would love to get a month off from a mental space. You have to talk to your child, brother, because I'm going to replace you. Talk the truth.
Good companies do, Junior. This is why we are a family-oriented company that have the well-being of all our employees at top priority. And you get optimal performance once the individual return. This is me I deal with. No, but okay. What's his face? I mean, Pep Guardiola was very emphatic. He says the players do have a power. So clearly the coaches are saying that we talk all we want and nothing change. Now the players have a power if they can ignite or change if they want.
Show me a coach that doesn't have a team that is currently being litigated by the same people that the players are against that said this, and then we'll have a discussion. Until then, Pep is just playing fool to catch wise. Sorry.
All right, see that. All right, Yawd Ballers news. Let's get to Yawd Ballers report and wrap up the football show, family. Yawd Ballers report. Junior, Reggae Girls have friendly games coming up. October 25th against France. In France, of course, the Reggae Girls will then take on South Africa in a 2-game series. Junior, good.
very good games, and it shows the power of being nominated for World Player of the Year and what that does for the organization.
And what? Wait, big up Bunny Shaw. Bunny Shaw was nominated for Ballon d'Or. Is that?
Yeah, and that's how you can parlay those things into getting good competition games or good friendly games.
Big news.
Which is a good thing. It's not a negative. It's a good thing, and we want to see more of this. We want the team to play, and hopefully they take this as an opportunity to grow. It's not a testimonial for some of the old players. Them, no disrespect, but we're trying to build our reputation and trying to build a side here. So these games, hopefully we get a chance to bloody in some of the players, some younger players, giving them a run out so we can see who is going to be here for the next World Cup cycle.
Yeah, man, more games, more minutes, very valuable. Junior, I want to salute the Jamaican referee who sadly passed away this week. Junior, Brethren, I mean, you always, when you hear them things, yeah, it's always a sad bit of news. Referee, let's go ahead.
The name is Mr. Lamey.
Yeah, I thought I had Mr. Laney.
Wilver Glenn Lamey.
Yeah.
Passed away during a collision. I think he had a collision with a player on the field and succumbed to the injuries, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah, man. The referee Wilver Glenn Lamey died after collapsing. JFF has expressed devastation following the death of Mr. Lamey. Junior, anytime you hear them things here at a ball game, JFF President Michael Ricketts says Mr. Lamey was a familiar face in matches throughout the country. He was always ready to officiate in the middle for just about any competition. He served quietly and respectfully, ensuring the games were conducted without disrepute. Sincere condolences to his family, friends, and the referee fraternity. May his soul rest in peace, in eternal peace. End quote.
Yes, sad story.
I'll wait to hear further information regarding this. I hope it's nothing that could have been avoided. I hope it has nothing to do with, we've spoken at length about the need for
medical resources
at these games, so that in the event of a medical emergency, you can quickly provide some sort of assistance. So we'll wait more to hear what exactly, but rest Mr. Wilver Glenn. Continue Jamaican football news roundup. Jamaican Premier League matches occurring today. First weekend in the Premier League, Junior. Anything that stood out to you in the Jamaican Premier League this week? Games. Veer United Veer Phoenix United defeated Malines 3-1. Racing and Dumbo Holden. Racing leading Dumbo Holden 1-0. Cavaliers 1-0 over Portmore's leading Cavalier 1-0. Junior, the most notable thing coming out of Jamaican Premier League this week was the announcement that you have to have a B license to say something, brother.
Yeah, and it kind of coupled with what we spoke about last week, when ironically when we talk about Veer, and you said that, but we joked about. Did we joke about on the show? I hope we did, because I don't want to say certain things that we say in private. But talking about the coaching situation at Veer. No. But it was weird when we first said that. When we first heard that Lenny Hyde and was a co-coach.
Yeah, co-coach, yes.
With, I know we see why he is
A
referred to as a
co-coach.
coach because he doesn't have the license.
No,
So
but I mean, Jerome Waite is a coach over, so them not have the proper. So them not have co-coach.
he might be no. Well, we don't look. We don't know because Jamaica. We don't know, and I don't want the conspiracy theory. I don't want to send it out that is because they are against Phoenix and blah 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 blah. Why they are going to enforce the rules, or maybe Butler is going to make sure that we dot all our I's and cross all our T's and make sure that there's somebody registered with a B license that is referenced to other coach. It could be, that's a rabbit hole, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like you said, the news came out. Some coaches don't have a B license. Sad. So for all the advocates for young Jamaican footballers to be in the national fray, I'm gonna say this. Let's make sure the coaches are licensed first before we start talking about bringing in footballers.
JFF did say in that press briefing, Junior, that there will be what, a $50,000 fine for everyone who spoke. Wait, no. To be fair, the JFF Jamaica Football Federation said, or in the statement said that there will be a $50,000 Jamaican dollars fine for anyone, for each individual who spoke on the bench or shouted instructions who is not qualified. Right? Did I hear that?
I think
Is that foolishness? So you're telling me, say, any football game you go and you see coaches the on side, whether it's EPL or whether it's Champions League, you see other people sometimes are shouting instructions. I doubt all those people have B license.
Yeah, but I think, and that's why I said the conspiracy theory, because it could just mean that make sure you have a coach on your staff that has a B license. And what comes with the B license is that they have checked certain boxes for certain expectations so that we're not going to have any waste man coaching a team. I'm not calling anybody out. No, listen. I'm not. No, but let me fix it. I'm not calling anybody who doesn't have a B license a waste man. I'm just giving you the rhetoric. Is that we don't want a team that is coming out here that at least don't pass certain baselines, right? And they might, not me, they might look at a team that is coached by somebody that doesn't have a B license as not being prepared to play in the league. Because having a coach's license means that you are qualified to do certain things, right? And we can at least be confident that you are prepared to have a team at a certain level, right? So it's them being petty. I think JFF is being petty when they put that rule in. I don't think it's a rule that they're going to enforce because it's hard. How you going to tell me the voice will come from that direction, never come from the stands? How you tell me say it come from a coach? Well, it sound like the coach. No, but what are we sound alike? How you going to tell me say this brother that would have a B license shout out to somebody say kick the ball wide or something? So they're just being petty. It's just pettiness. And again, that's why I am going to theorize that you have co-coaches because just so we dot all our I's and cross our T's.
But we can't leave the Jamaican Premier League again and not ask you. I don't want to put you on the spot, but I know you're a brother who speak your mind. Last week, Phoenix United picked up a few-piece meal from Mobile United, a four-piece meal or a five-piece meal. Mobile United was impressive, but leadership at Phoenix United said that the JFF, to paraphrase, did not allow them to register their players. I think the report, Bullhead, aka Mr. Butler, said that there are 14 players that they still need to register. Junior, 14 players?
And maybe he's right.
14
And that could be
players,
the
Junior?
But that's why he have the core coach.
And according to the JFF, according to the report, these players are still under contract or are ended their contract with their current club, so there is some transition period. So maybe these players will get registered soon.
Remember, this is the same.
BM said the rule is for people like Butler.
and yes, and that's what I'm telling you, they're being petty.
So it's like, I speed I create rules to kind of keep Butler in check.
You never know. That's what I'm saying. That's a rabbit hole. And you see, ball chat. Let me tell you something. You know, but let me tell the people, because I will cut out the Yawd Ballers and sell it out at its own. Ball chats are sure with a giant side. We get a report. I would tell the factual. We give the factual report, and then we use simple logic and imply certain things, right? And until both sides come out or a side come out and say otherwise, if it feel like it, we're going to say it feel like that. And you cannot tell me that prior to this year, JPL never have a team with a coach that don't have a B license. You can't tell me prior to this year, JPL never have teams with players that were registered and then play a whole season. So we cannot sit down now and think that, oh, this year, what's the difference? Well, them let in a brother where them never want to let in for years. So we're going to tighten up the ship now. That's what it looked like. So as much as we would give our opinions on Craig Butland, sometimes it's negative, sometimes it's positive. We have to call a spade, we'll see it. And until proof is shown otherwise, we can't help but feel like, yo, Butler kind of on the right side.
Coming here now.
Yeah, like seriously, what happened 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, last year? How much coaches got affected by this? How much coach can you prove that every coach is if them could have come out and said, look, here is proof that every coach, well, they just have a B license, right? Cool. At least you did your homework. You said from this point forward, every coach needs to have this. All right, cool. Work with it, Mr. Butler.
Yeah, work with it.
But if we don't say nothing like that, we can't help but side with him. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man, B license requirement coming in. And at the end of the day, I mean, the bottom line is that if you can improve the certifications, the credentials of the coaching staffs, coaches on the bench overall, the better the football across the board should improve. I mean,
true.
So ultimately, I see the objective here. Veer Phoenix United pick up a victory. They fix up my lines 3-1. Big up on yourself. Much needed victory. Racing leading Dumbo Holding 1-0. Racing United looking see out that football game and win that football game. Of course, Cavalier and Portmore is currently at 1-1 in early days yet in that encounter. Before we leave, Yawd Ballers report one. Big up Corey Bennett Jr. Scored again for Las Vegas Lights. Big up Corey.
And also Kaim, always say Kaim Nix earlier, but big up Corey.
Yeah,
friend of the show, member of the show, and the man that scored some goal. Give him a chance. If GFF watch a show and vex with what we just said, hear this door. Give him a chance, brother. Don't hold it against him because of mental.
Corey scored. And also big up to Malik Howell. Big up himself. Yeah, big up to Head of State and hopefully him fix up while going out the road with him in the Yawd Ballers.
Well, is that public?
Well, it's public. Actually, you put it online.
Well, love some people might hear this story. I don't know.
But big up Heather State. Go and take care of yourself, family. Big up to Jody Brown finally kicked off at Benfica. Yawd Ballers report Jody Brown, Jamaica's Jody Brown finally made her start with Benfica over there in Portugal. Junior, big opportunity for Jody Brown.
Yeah, and hope she have the talent, she have the ability. So just go over there, second lead, and hit the ground running. BM also said big up Norman Campbell. Keep an eye on that player. 4 goals in 8 games in the Danish league.
Big up Norman Campbell. Big up.
Because doing big things abroad.
Yeah, man. Big up. Bunny Shaw also played this week. Bunny Shaw and Man City ladies kicked off this week in Women's Super League. Picked up a draw. Melissa Johnson also scored. You know what? If you want to know about Jamaican women's football, check out Yawd Ball on X. At Yawd Ball on X. Wall-to-wall coverage of Jamaican women's football.
Yep.
Junior, I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going with CFAS. BM.
To be determined. TBD.
We're going with CFAS, BM. Any news from on CFAS? Any update?
What's a TBD?
No, because I know saying that try look and move. Well, let's hear what BM says before we go on the yard. We're going with
Transfer market. Until it BM says something, transfer market closed, brother. Where my move go?
Well, I mean, people. Robbie just signed with Marseille on free. So
but is CPAS free?
Well,
He's
free,
not a free.
Maybe he secured a free. What BM? Any news on CFAS? Fuck, you know what? We can do Google and Ronaldo. What name? Ronaldo CFAS.
He said CFAS played in the Turkish 2nd division.
Oh, he's in the 2nd division. Okay, all right. Thanks for the update, families. Thanks for the update. Yo, I hate that, you know.
Yep.
Hate that. Big up to the family. Big up to the crew. Big up BM. Big up to the and BM says he's still at Ankara Ghoul. Big up. I hate that. Time for go, my way out. Any parting words, family?
Well, we'll see what Man U do against Tottenham next week. Also, Bayern Munich versus Bayer Leverkusen. Football, nice next week.
Nice. Leverkusen also came from behind and won this weekend with Victor Boniface scoring. Yeah. So, another season again. Yo, connect with us on Instagram at Ball Chat Podcast. We're on X at Ball Chat 1. On Facebook, we're at Ball Chat. Email us at ballchatpodcast@gmail.com. We're on TikTok at ballchat_podcast. No schoolboy football coverage this week. We had too many football games to keep up with. Too many. When the real Gideon, when the bug sides them get eliminated, then we start talking about schoolboy football. Yeah, man, we might have a show a dance. We'll talk about party. I'm bringing in a song. '90s dancer. Yo, we got on the road now.